This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so thanks for waiting, everybody. And yes, now quickly let me go to the whiteboard. See, this is what I was writing in our last session, right? I was writing the template for the company for what we need to set up the SAP system. So, who is our client we have taken? Zara. So, this is the template in which I need to frame up the infrastructure of the company. అంటే నిజంగా మీరు ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ అవుతే, నిజంగా మీరు ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్లో వర్క్ చేస్తే, క్లయింట్ తోటి ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ ఎట్లా డ్రాఫ్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం అనేది ఇవాళ చూస్తాం. सही में अगर आप एक प्रोजेक्ट में पार्टिसिपेट किए तो काम करने से क्लाइंट से इंटरैक्ट करते कैसा उनका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को समझ के आप डिटेल्स गैदर करेगा. This is what I'm going to write today. So please try to understand and please try to follow. Now, Zara is the company which is into what? Textiles. So first I need to frame, okay, Zara as a company. So what is a company? What all I'm going to write here, you will be understanding from SAP point of view. Right? So company, what is the company from SAP point of view? SAP is a database. You are going to configure the system for a company which will be operated by the company, for example Zara, to run their day-to-day sales transactions. So for that we are understanding Zara as a company first on the board, as a business process, as a business environment of Zara. So what is a company? So a company is an identification of a legal entity. A company is an identification of a legal entity. So it's like a parent. In your family, the head of the department is your parent, right? From parent, the children will be identified. Likewise, from company, the other activities are identified. Plan for what? For the company's operation. Sales environment for what? For the company's operations. So a company is a legal entity. So here I say Zara Private Limited. So a company is a legal entity which is unique. For example, who is the first citizen of a country? President. So president will be only one. Parent identity is only one. Company identity is only one. So a company is a legal entity. So you need to understand the process purpose. Now next is company code. What is company code? A company code is an identification of the financial infrastructure. Say for example Zara. Zara is having operations in India. So financial infrastructure India. Zara is having operations in UK. So financial infrastructure UK. Zara is having operations in Australia. So financial infrastructure of Australia. So company code is an identification of the financial infrastructure. So, how many independent financial infrastructures company have? That many company codes will come across. It can be country wise, it can be city wise, it can be street wise, depending upon the company how they are organized. So here I say Zara India Private Limited. Right? So company and company code are the organization levels relevant to finance. Now, this financial body having a manufacturing unit, plant. What is identification of the plant? Plant is an identification of a place where goods are manufactured. Plant is an identification of a place where goods are assembled. Right? So, plant is all about a point of place from where the goods are manufactured or assembled. So, where Zara plant is located, who will tell us? What do I know? I know SAP. I know how to set up SAP, but do I know how the setup of the plant, where the setup of the plant, I mean to say? No, right? The point of clarity here is client will tell. Who is the client? Zara. Zara will tell us. We, who are you? Consultant. Who is Zara? The client. What you are doing? You are interacting with Zara, understanding how they are organized, where they are organized, and you're writing, you're drafting. Following this draft, you set up in the system. That is what is a project. That is what is a consultant role. So I say plant. Plant. Normally, you see most of the textile companies. They are located in Chennai or Bangalore or what you say Pune. Such kind of you'll see, right? So I give for example, they are located in Chennai. So Zara plant located in Chennai. Plant is a part of the identification of the production infrastructure or assembling infrastructure, either of the way, right? So the plant is an identification of the production infrastructure. All right. So now the storage location. What is the purpose of a storage location? Storage location is all about internal stock point. Storage location is all about internal stock point where you stock the manufactured product immediately after goods are manufactured. See, simple example. Within the premises of the plant, the storage locations will be there. I say STG1, STG2, STG3. Sir, why you are writing 1, 2, 3? You may think. See, simple example I'll tell you. Think about Zara only. They are into clothing. They are into belts and bags. That is accessories. They are also into, say, watches. So, do all the stock stored at one? No, right? Segment wise, it can be. For a better understanding, let me talk about say a pharma example who manufacture medicines. The stocking of the medicines, you'll see some in cold temperature, some in normal atmosphere, some in separate atmosphere. So storage location, we come across with multiple according to the size, shape, temperature, segment, however the client wants. So everywhere you will see. If you think about automobile, All sedan in, there won't be storage location, there will be stockyards. Stockyard or storage, both in the same. Normally, when you pass through highway, you'll see huge cars parked, one row, all one model, one row, all one model. That is a staging yard or storage yard. So everything is same. Storage location, storage yard, stock yard, all mean the same. So segment wise, model wise, temperature wise, or the shape of the storage mode wise, it can be. So I'm coming across with three. Why? Because I'm going to make the product lines, that is Zara clothing, Zara accessories, Zara general. So clothing again, you can come across with sub product lines. I'll tell you about that after I come back. So to connect the storage location, why made three? I just written the division. I'll fulfill it. So division is all about the identification of the product line. How many product lines are there? That many stock points. So stock points are division specific, right? Now comes the sales organization. What is the sales organization? Sales organization play an identification of a sales location geographically. For example, you are a customer of Zara. Think. So in the database of Zara, how your identity will be there? Say Mr. Ravi or Mr. Sham or Mr. Kiran or Mr. Syed. He is a customer of Zara from, say, South, maybe from Bangalore, maybe from Chennai. So the sales location can be location specific. So I give here sales organization South, sales organization North, sales organization East and West. So sales organization is all about an identification of a sales location geographically, right? So the sales organization is all about an identification of the sales location geographically. So how many geographical locations company? How many company have? That many we sales location geographical. So understanding the subject on a project base is very very important. That is what is the real time. So what your understanding is doing is very simple in the system, but what we are doing to be known, how to be done, anyway you'll see in the coming steps. So we are understanding the client, we are interacting with the client, we are drafting the client infrastructure. So sales location geographically sales organization. So for example, I'll take South. Now distribution channel. Now when I say distribution channel, what it mean? So when you want to buy a product, where you go? Outlet. Outlet can be, I say, Zara direct, Zara online, Zara offline. So online can be a company's website or can be a like Amazon or Flipkart, the online portals. Offline can be a retailer, can be a dealer, can be a distributor, depending upon how the company naming. So segment identity. Direct, Zara companies, business development manager. So three segments through which Zara products are reachable. So distribution channel is an end point from where products are reachable to the end customers. right? So how many sources are there through which the products are reachable to the end customers? That is what I have written here. So who is selling all this? Zara as a company. To whom they are selling? Telling the SAP team. That is we. What we are doing? Understanding for a project cycle setup in SAP. So until I write down, I won't be knowing because so many will be there, right? I need to write the hierarchy like this, and this will be undersigned by Zara. Yes, this is how we are operating. This is how we are executing. This is how we are presented presently. Then we follow this and do the system as it is. By this weekend, you will see the same hierarchy output in the SAP system, which we are going to start making after I complete this writing. So, knowing, understanding, drafting, following the draft to set up for your own. That is what is a project. That is what is a project cycle. That is what is a real time. Now, the division. I said division is identification of the product line. Clothing is one division. Accessories. In clothing, what you'll say? You'll see men's wear, you'll see women's wear, you will see kids wear. And accessories, you see what? Shoes, belts, watches, etc. General, you may see perfumes, or you may see some decorative pieces like show pieces, etc. Households. So here your thought is the heights. I have been experienced the project, so I can express over here. With this expression, you are getting some idea how the company will be kind of. So here, sales org, distribution, and division need to be made as a combination. Why? I'll tell you. Sales org plus distribution channel plus division is equal to sales area. See, sales area play a very vital role in the entire SAP operations. You're selling a product where? At an outlet of what? Of a product line at a sales location geographically, sales area. A product is deliverable to a customer belong to this outlet of this product line at this sales location geographically. When the billing is happening, it is happening at this outlet of this product line at this sales location connecting to finance. When the product is getting delivered to the customer of this outlet of this product line at this sales location, inventory point of view. So entire SAP will get connected to the sales area and highest operations by sales, because SD, when you are selling through the sales area, it connects to inventory, warehousing, production, and finance. So a sales area play a vital role in the entire process. So combination sales org distribution division. What you make a combination, how you make a combination, you to understand now. Now, for example, when we go for a shopping, I'm talking generally now to understand, I mean, for you to understand better. When you go for a shopping, you may go to on Zara exclusive store, for example, think, and you're asking for a particular product. They say, sir, that you will not see in the store, you need to buy only online because that particular product is not authorized for store sales. Or when you go to the website of Zara, you'll see so many products, latest stock, latest fashions you'll see. But some fashion is evergreen, but you will not see the stock online. But you go to store, you can see. Why I'm saying all this? We encounter this very frequently, right? So how the way the company is organized according to the outlet wise, the stock, the segment, authorization should be connected over here. So watch me here. I say at this sales location south through direct sales team accessories. Yes. So I made this combination of sales area. So through south, through online clothing, yes. Through south, through store general, yes. Accessories, yes. Clothing, yes. So through store, all are accessible. Through online, only accessories are and clothing. One and two. Through direct, only clothing. One. So it's the client who will tell where, what to be. And nothing is permanent. Sometime now the direct sales team only access clothing, but now they are also general and accessories. Now they are accessing all, but in future they only promotes only clothing. So it may be activated, it may be closed, anything. Today it is not available, but tomorrow it may be. Tomorrow it is available, but today it may not. Nothing is permanent, right? So today you open the gate, today you open the gate, people will go. Tomorrow you close the gate, people will go by other gate. So rules depending upon the company. We are setting up the system according to the company needs. So combination of sales organization plus distribution plus division form sales area. Now these sales areas need to be connected to a workstation. What is workstation? An office. So what is office? Office is a premises from where the business process will get executed. Office is a premises from where the sales environment can be accessible, right? So it can be your corporate office, it can be your regional office, it can be your zonal office, so office is all about the identification of your work environment, workstation. So here I say just a minute. Zara sales office, I'll say as south. So this south office controls the entire environment of the south sales location, right? Now who work for this environment? Sales group and salesperson. Group as a team, person as an individual, both mean the same. A team, a person controls, operates this particular zone. Now here I say Mr. Ramesh, Mr. Rajesh, Mr. Ram. They are the people who work for this office, who manage this sales area to execute the sales operations. Right? So this is all about your sales environment. This is all about your financial environment. This is all about production and inventory environment. And we are left out with the warehouse. So goods which are manufactured in this plant to maintain the stock in this inventory will be connected and organized in this warehouse for external stock. And for this plant, I'm going to connect the shipping point for transportation purpose. The shipping point covers entire LE interface, logistics executions. So please watch me carefully here. Now I am going to explain the mapping concept. This employee, this employee work for this office who manage the sales area to execute the sales. When this sale is happening through the shipping point, the goods will be transported, which will picked up from this warehouse as a stock, which is getting the source from this storage location, which is getting the stock from this plant. As per the financial policy, the goods are manufactured, which is all about the operations of the company. So that's what you see: execution of sale with production, inventory, warehousing, and finally it get updates finance in terms of payment. Complete project cycle and end to end for Zara as a client. Right. So that's what is the understanding of the effect of this process. Now, remember one highlight over here: storage location, internal stock, warehouse, external stock. See, immediately after the goods are manufactured, where you maintain the stock is the storage location within the plant. Outside the premises of the plant, where you maintain the stock is warehouse. Simple. Think when you are going for a shopping. When you are going for a shopping, the store person frequently say, "Sir, madam, be seated. I'll get the stock from the godown." Is he all the way going to Chennai and bring the stock? No, right? Company is maintaining the stock point within your city or your town to facilitate the stock immediately. That is warehouse. So warehouse is an external stock point, storage location within the plant after the goods are manufactured, where you stock the immediate stock after the manufacture. So understand these every point: company, legal entity, company code, financial infrastructure, plant, manufacturing source identity, storage location, internal stock point, warehouse, external stock point, shipping point, transportation point for transportation purpose, sales location, geographically, sales organization, outlet identity, distribution channel, product line identity, division, your corporate office identity, office, employee, that is sales employee identity, salesperson, your sales territory identity, sales area. So please remember these one line saying when you're playing the recording. Now, today you have the loads of things to be done after the class. What? After the class, when you get this recording file, what you all need to do? I'm writing for Zara here as a project, as a client infrastructure to make you understand when you start setup of the organization master data of the company, organization model of the company, organization structure of the company, enterprise structure. These all are other names. According to the version, different name. Presently, the current version of SAP, we say enterprise structure. So versions should not be a challenge for you all. So what all the version changes, you're understanding. More clarity, what you need to build within you. You are understanding how to set up a layout. That is raw customizing. So when you understand the subject right from the raw, that means blank layout setup. I only do this. Nobody do outside. So blank layout setup means when nothing is given in the system as standard, you make everything by new entries. My first step setup of the company itself, we can understand everything is going differently. Wherever you go outside, they copy. Gone. I'll give you one simple example. Think you have downloaded some software from Google and you're installing it blindly. Next, you go. What all the features you're setting up? Gone. And there is one more option. At every step, you got, if your knowledge, at every screen, you're selecting which option to be. That is customized. So you need to learn the subject in this pattern. That is a new update because this is what is needed to work on cloud environment of SAP. Because a cloud environment has nothing given defaultly, everything you should make. It's just an application given. That is a blank pages book is been binded and printed and sold. Binded and sold, that's all, not printed. You need to write down rules, columns, broad rules, small rules. You need to rule it up and you need to write down. If finance guy do, he draw a balance sheet, debit and credit. If HR guy do, he will write a letterhead and draft it. If a sales guy do, he will write down the dealer, distributor, product line, pricing list and everything. So the layout setup. So to understand this layout setup, infrastructure, that is what I made you understand. Right, done. Now let you all understand how to log into the SAP system. Now what you all need to do, okay, after the class, when you all get this recording file, I've taken Zara here, prepared the hierarchy of the company. You need to take a sheet from your side. Don't take Zara, take some other company. Maybe a textile, maybe automobile, maybe consumer durable, maybe FMCG. If you don't understand anything, create a company by your name only and give some product identity. But don't do with Zara, please. Because I'm going to set up a Zara company in the database. If you also try doing Zara in the system for practice from your side, your data, my data, both will get clashed. I cannot move ahead, you cannot move ahead, everything gone. In spite of telling this clearly, also, one of you will make a mistake in every batch. Then I'll stop that process. Then again, you start with other company. Don't make this mistake. Don't take Zara, take some other company for your project purpose. I'm doing for Zara for your teaching purpose. Right? Thank you, please. Thanks for understanding. Very good. All right, done. Now, fine. To start set up this all in the system, first you need to understand how to log into the system. See, SAP log on, you will see once the SAP has been set for you. So this allows you to log into the SAP system. This is called SAP GUI. All right, SAP GUI means what? graphical user interface. All right. So just a minute, everybody. Allow me a minute, please. So once the SAP server has been set on your system, you will see an SAP GUI, which stands for a graphical user interface. Double click on it. All right. So GUI stands for graphical user interface. SAP consultant, an end user, administrator, tester, anybody who need to log into SAP system means they need to log in through SAP GUI. It is like a gateway to get into the environment. All right. So once you click on SAP GUI, it will show you the server. So please reach the organizer and ask for the server access so that after today you can log in from your side. And I have various servers here. Some are my work point of view, some are training point of view, different versions. Because I'll be operating multiple servers during the entire training program to teach you every best update. And you'll be given one server which will allow you to execute all the scenarios mostly, so that you can have an hands-on exposure for your practice purpose. All right. So I suggested which to be given to the administrator. Please reach the administrator and take the respective one which has been given to you. And ping those details on Skype to me so that when you have a doubt, I can log in from my side and solve the issue anything comes up. Fine. So here, select whichever server is been given to you and say log on. So here you can see everybody, the server details. So here first what you all need to understand is client, username, password. So what is the client? What is the role of a client here? Now, till now you heard client means the where we are implementing SAP. Fine, but from the SAP database point of view, what is a client? Client tells you you log into SAP system for what purpose. So here we have development client, right? Testing client, admin client, functional client, end user client. So we have various clients. So here it is 800. 800 is all about sandbox server, which will allow you to access any application of SAP. So normally in the live, how it will be? The client numbers you may see in either in 500 series or in 700 series mostly. Say 501, 502, 503, 504, 505, 506 like this. So this development, testing, admin, functional, end user kind of. So by the client number you log in, it is known for what purpose you log in kind of. So client will tell you you log into SAP system for what purpose. And username and password. This is something very important. So username and password when you give, it allows to access only those which are your job role related. But here I am giving you all the super user access. So what do you mean by super user access? Super user access is all about you can access every application of SAP because just a minute. Okay, so here I am giving you all the super user access because if I restrict like during the live server, see in the live server when you join a real project as a job when you're doing in a company, what is your job role? Only those will be connected to your username, and when you log in with your username, it will allow only those activities to be, not others. But here I am giving super user access so that you can configure the complete SD module areas, and I touch other module areas also. You can configure them also. So username, password, I am giving you the super user access. So username is not case sensitive, but password is case sensitive. Be careful when you're giving the password. It should be given as it is. If you type the wrong password, it will allow you for 2 to 3 strikes. After that, the user will get blocked. So be careful when you give the username and password. So I give my username and the password. And the language defaultly we give, you give or don't give, defaultly it takes English only. So username and password once you give, it will take you to the main screen of SAP. All right. So once you give your username and password, it will take you to the main screen of SAP. So this is the front end screen of SAP. I'm operating the cloud architecture for your layout customizing purpose. So focus on customizing. The customizing can be done on any server, but the experience and feel when you see on the cloud environment, you get the latest update, understand. All right, fine. So this is the SAP easy access, the main screen. So some servers will be like this. Don't think you got a different server. The name page what we give here, we can hide it. So admin when they are setting up the server, they come up with the features accordingly. Some features have request features, some servers may not have the request feature. Don't worry on that. Our focus is the application layout. All right, so understand. Fine. Now here, this is the main screen of SAP. Color, font, texture, menu, everything same like live server, like real time server. Only the knowledge is very important for you. Please focus on that. After you come to this screen, please understand SAP got two phases: front end, back end. Front end is SAP Easy Access. Back end is SAP IMG. So remember and understand front end, end user, work area. Back end, core, consultant, work area. All right. So our client is who? Zara. So everything we start set up from here and then we operate over here. That's the outcome of our project. So how to go to the backend screen? How to go to the back end screen. So you see tools, you see a pointer, click on this, explore. If you are an ABAPer, you'll go to ABAP workbench, administration. You are a functional consultant who set up, who customize IMG, which stands for implementation guide. Execute project. Now here you see a flower kind of. We need to get the T code, transaction code. So when you log in first time with a new user, sometimes you may not get. So if you're not getting the transaction code here, just right click, settings, just wait. Sometimes it may take long time. Do not press back or cancel. Wait till it presents with the application. Okay, just a minute. Let me refresh the server. Allow me a minute. Stay down, everybody. Give me a minute, please. So you get this pop-up. So here, display technical name. This field should be checked. If this field is not checked, you will not get the T code. So I put a check to activate. It's a one-time setting. So tools, customizing, IMG, SPRO is a T code. So execute project. Double click on the line anywhere. SAP reference IMG. So you come to SAP customizing implementation guide. This is the core consultant work area. This is the core consultant work area. So here we talk about enterprise structure, which we're going to start setup of what I was writing on the board, this hierarchy lively in the SAP system. All right, everybody. So understand the logic and do your groundwork. Every activity will be thought covered very detailedly, no matter one day more. Nothing will be rushed up. Very patiently, you need to learn. I do very patiently every session. If things are not working, fine. We'll pause the session on that day so that next day we can do. But nothing will be okay. Let we do next. We'll see later. No, that has no saying in my dictionary. Things to be done. That's all. All right. Because in the work there is no excuse. The same thing should be here also. Done. So do understand and do work and do follow my guidelines. You all can learn a very good subject at the end of the day. So thank you all and do join tomorrow with the same meeting link on time. I'll start the session at least 3 to 4 minutes before. So do join and do go through the recording and do your groundwork so that you will be continuously, constantly in touch with what's going around. So thank you all and see you in tomorrow's session, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.